Okay, so our render is completed. It took about 3 hours. Let's go ahead and save this image. I'll save as the Photoshop format, and we'll go inside the Photoshop and we'll do something post work. In Photoshop, I'm going to add some sharpness. Again, my point is create a bit more look like illustration, some drawings, and some effect. Again, right here we have some planets showing on the back, maybe pop them a little bit out, a little bit more, and add coloring to this sky area. And again, I'm normally when I do sharpening first, apply this effect and work with colors after based on this. And I'm going to do kind of destructive type, so I will have it my main layer here and apply effects to the layers and merge them after. So I created 2 layers first, and I'm going to work first on details, not edge, but add sharpness on inside. Okay, we'll select 2 layers. We'll go to new group, go to change this to overlay, extend our group, and take a first layer and switch to the vivid light. Okay, next I'm inverse this, so you can see it's kind of inversed on that one, and we'll go to filter, blur, and we'll use a surface blur for this. So you can notice right here we'll have it, you can see details start popping up. Okay, so this is one. Okay, let's create second. Okay, one more layer. I'm going to merge these layers together. Okay, now we have this is our sharpness layer. We'll create one more and apply sharpness to the edges. We'll do, so we'll go to the other, set high pass on this, and normally sometimes I make a 1 pixel, 0.8 will work. So right here you can see on a high pass we have some effect applied, and we'll switch to overlay. So you can see it's applied to the edges kind of sharpness. Okay, let's go to merge them together, create new layer, and for this layer actually I just want to keep it copy, so we'll go filter, sharpening, and we'll go to Unsharp Mask. You can see it's kind of applied quite a bit sharpness I'm applying to the image, but overall it's what will create kind of nice effect. Let's look, this is before, this is with all this sharpness applied. Right here you can see details, you get somewhat illustration type kind of look. Okay, next let's take our main layer and I want to apply additional filters. And what normally I do, again, it's similar to other ones. I like to use Filter Forge for this. Okay, inside the Filter Forge, I have a photo tone. It's a filter I created, so you can download it. I'll just select, let's preview, see what kind of filters presets have it. So let's just select this one and just check overall on saturations. Yeah, maybe pop up a little bit higher. Okay, and maybe a bit more cyan color. Okay, when coloring is kind of right, I'll click apply. So I'll apply to our image. Okay, I'll take one copy, we have it before, and we can change opacity to see how much we want to blend together. I'll probably go with 83. We'll merge this one together, again, before and after. Let's also kind of a little bit more enhance and coloring, maybe add reddish yellow on the bottom and green on top. Several ways we can do. One, we can go in channels and just select, but you can see the clouds. The problem is we start having clouds right here and coloring won't work on this. So instead we'll create one more layer, and I'm going to modify a little bit color balance. just for the sky. So I'm ignoring one below. So for the sky, I want to maybe have it kind of more cyan bluish, maybe. Okay, let's look on the shadows. Again, I'm ignoring the bottom one. Okay, just look right these colors. Okay, kind of nice. Okay, right here. Okay, for the shadows, let's go on highlights, and highlights maybe actually bring more to yellow. Okay, like this one. Okay, next going to create mask, and I'm going to actually take and remove just bottom right here, masking off. Okay, also the mask is very harsh. Let's apply some blur. I'll just make this mask kind of blend a little bit better right here on the edges. So you can see it's kind of blend better. Let's click OK. We'll take again one of this layer, and now we'll apply color correction for the bottom. Okay, we'll go to image, adjust color balance, and I want for the bottom maybe, let's see, we can kind of just going create color, so it's have a nice colors will compensate each other. Okay, let's create one more copy and merge them together. Okay, right now we have it with kind of color corrected. Again, it was before and now. You can see how we enhance it. Last step, I always kind of play a little bit more with Vibrance, bring in, see how much it will give us effect without creating like too much artifacts popping up. Just maybe add right here, we'll start having artifacts already. Okay, so here's a kind of one effect, and again we can apply even more sharpness to create it, but you can see it's already kind of look nice illustrations popping up with this sharpness with nice bright colors. You can use this one for maybe a book cover, just put it some text or any other one's effect. So it's kind of interesting techniques right here. I kind of like to use this to bring images. As well, you can apply the opposite to this if you wanted. So example, if you want to make this more look like a painting, we can go to oil painting inside the Photoshop. Okay, just increase clearness. So here is a one effect, and again with combining them together, you can see we have it even more look like painting now. So instead illustrations, we have more painting look. Okay, another effect. Let's again depend what are you going after. If we just reduce noise, and we're going right here as example all the way down. So right here you can see we have it kind of look like almost painting. And again with this you can also remove some grain maybe. We'll go right here. We can set painting and maybe going with some screen little bit overlay. So let's give it brightness, but also those kind of brush strokes. or a darkness example. So we'll give it more like painting. Again, if you're looking after this with this brush stroke, if you're going after this kind of semi-painting look. But again, for me, if I'm going as illustration, I kind of like this kind of grungy, over sharpened look. Okay, thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio, and please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.